They said the house burned down 30 years ago, but tonight's door opened for me. They dared me to spend 10 minutes in that burned-out house at the edge of town. But when I walked through the door, the house was already waiting for me. It started as a Halloween challenge. You know how those things go. The Marrow House, as we called it, had been empty for decades after a fire took the family inside. My friends stood outside, all laughing and filming on their phones. 10 minutes inside, they said, and you'll be a legend. The front door creaked open way too easily, almost like the house wanted me to come in. The air inside was thick and damp, heavy with that unmistakable smell of wet ash and decay. Every step I took echoed through the silence, but even when I stood perfectly still, I could swear I heard someone else moving with me. Old portraits hung crooked on the walls, their surfaces warped by the heat of the fire. The faces were melted and distorted, but the eyes had been scratched out. Deep, violent marks gouged into the canvas. I whispered to myself, just to hear a friendly voice. 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. That's when I heard it. Something moving upstairs. A dragging sound, slow and heavy, like something being pulled across the floorboards. Then, a woman's voice, faint but crystal clear, floated down the stairs. "Is that you?" My flashlight flickered and died. For a heart-stopping second, I was in total darkness. When it came back on, a handprint was on the wall right next to me. Fresh, wet, and dripping a dark, thick liquid. I spun around, ready to bolt, but something impossibly cold brushed the back of my neck. I froze. I knew there was no one behind me, but when I looked down, my shadow wasn't alone anymore. There was another shape beside it, taller, thinner, and it was smiling. The dragging sound started again, but this time, it was right at the top of the stairs, closer. I could hear breathing now, a ragged, wheezing sound. Then that same voice whispered, right in my ear, "You came back." I didn't wait. I ran. I burst out the door, sprinted down the overgrown path, and didn't stop until my feet hit the paved main street. Gasping for air, I looked back, and the house wasn't there. It was just an empty, overgrown lot. Later, I was talking to a local police officer, who told me that the Marrow House had burned to the ground over 30 years ago. Nothing but an empty field since. But sometimes, late at night, when I walk past that field, I still hear footsteps in the grass behind me. So if you ever see a house that you know shouldn't be there, don't go in. Some homes remember everyone who visits. Thanks for listening to my story. If you have a spooky tale of your own, share it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more chills. Stay safe out there.